And we begin with the militant group ISIS. It continues its assault on two key fronts this hour, making advances in both Iraq and Syria. Coalition airstrikes are ongoing, but the militants don't seem to be slowing down. Here's what we know. Officials from Anbar province claim that ISIS dispatched as many as 10,000 fighters there. The Anbar Provincial Council is asking for the U.S. to send ground forces to stop the ISIS advance. Hours ago, coalition airstrikes killed more than 30 ISIS militants west of Ramadi. U.S. and allied warplanes have been hitting ISIS targets in Syria and Iraq since yesterday, striking a command and control facility, a staging building, a fighting position, and two small units north of Kobani. On the Turkish border with Syria, reports that the city of Kobani is also in a very bad position. The Kurds fighting ISIS are greatly outnumbered. Let's bring in CNN's Ben Wiedemann in Baghdad, where there's concern that ISIS is closing in on Iraq's capital city.
Well, actually, they're in Baghdad, according to Iraqi security sources. They believe there are many sleeper cells in the city, and that is why we see almost on a daily basis one or two suicide bombings, car bombs going off in the capital. But the immediate threat to Baghdad, of course, is from the outside. They're in a place at the moment. We understand just about 8 miles from Baghdad International Airport. We were out on the Baghdad defensive perimeter the other day. We were told by Iraqi officials there that at the moment ISIS is just conducting hit-and-run attacks on that defensive perimeter. But really the real danger is along the Euphrates River just to the northwest of Baghdad, where we've seen ISIS taking, for instance, just a few days ago, the town of Heat. They've apparently today surrounded the town of Haditha, also on the Euphrates River. That city particularly important because it is right near a very large dam from where much of the water from Baghdad comes. Now, several weeks ago, U.S. and coalition airstrikes on ISIS in that area prevented the takeover of that dam. But, of course, now their hold on that area is beginning to look very shaky. We understand from the Pentagon that they did drop supplies, ammunition, water to some beleaguered Iraqi army outposts in the area. But that doesn't seem to be quite enough. As you mentioned, the Anbar Provincial Council is asking Baghdad to get American troops to deploy in Anbar to stop the onslaught of ISIS, but the Baghdad government says they haven't received that request. And in the past, Baghdad has been adamant about not allowing U.S. combat troops in Iraq, and the Obama administration basically says the same thing, that they have no intention at this point to deploy U.S. troops here.
Ben Wiedemann, thank you so much.